as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Dangerous Saquon Barkley. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
19 Tiger. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout the season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Now 2nd and 9. On the end around, here comes Smith. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Eagles.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
That's how you get back in good graces with your head coach after you fumbled the last time out. He's determined, A, to hold on to the football, and B, to run with purpose and make up for his mistake. That's a heck of a run right there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the Vikings 19-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Trim it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Smith. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 7-7, our score after 1. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts on the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's McCarthy. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Vikings at 2. Here to begin the new season. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Here we go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't land in at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That is caught. Right at the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw McCarthy. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have cut the lead back down to 2. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game. That works out. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you've met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take it. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's third and a few inches. And Hurts going to move him around. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. It's the tight end gunner. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Just picking up yardage and bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the Vikings 5-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kylan Granson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
21. Vikings 15. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front,
it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To the air with McCarthy. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Catch made by the running back, Aaron Jones. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And the Vikings, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos.
Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll find Jones again, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. Loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
from the gun on third down. McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here we go, set. 18, grab the ball, 80. 18, run, trap 60, trap 60. Warriors, 17.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCurdy. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They begin with a run by Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Allen, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
3rd and 15.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
But it brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. Smith catches left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
180, 180.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. They'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Steps away. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings. Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And plenty of play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
But it leads to fourth down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
And no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Pouring 17. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he'll get into the end end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, 42 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. That one good for 14 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes him manageable.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. With the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Hurts. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, it'd take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.